Hey, fishy people. It's been a long time since I've made a video, and I'm thinking I might start making a lot more videos again, but just wanted to give an update, what's going on with me, what's going on with the fish room. Things have changed a lot. Biggest change is I had a baby about 6 months ago, 6 months and a week ago, so I've got a little girl. She takes up a lot of time. I'm not going to be making as many videos just in general because of that, but you'll probably start seeing her in the videos because she absolutely adores the fish room, and I absolutely adore her. That's one change. While my wife was giving birth, we were in the hospital for a couple days, and my thermostat went out in the fish room that controls my AC unit. So the temperature in my fish room got up to about 140 degrees. Water temperature over 110, and unfortunately I lost quite a bit. So things changed because of that, and then additionally, just recently I had a exterior house fire. You'd think with all this water and all the electricity that it would be something I screwed up on, but the outside outlet in my fish room that was located out here, GFCI didn't pop, breaker didn't pop, and we ended up with about 15 feet of flames going up this wall on the outside. Almost hit the roof, but we got real lucky. Building's fine, but unfortunately, all my fish ended up making it, but I did end up losing the very few remaining shrimp I had left after the first big thing. So the biggest change in here is it's a mess. The fire recently happened, so it's a real mess. I've been trying to clean it up, but these tanks are pretty much the same. This is my 75 gallon. I've got my 40 here with my angels, my 100 gallon, which has got some angels. There's a new discus in here. I've got my old discus over here that's always kind of been a runty one that I adopted from the store. There's a new real nice one in here. The disc is actually over here, real nice. This came from a customer. They bred those from some discus. I sold them, and I was real happy to pick those up. This tank, which was the big discus tank, I unfortunately, when the heat went up, I lost pretty much all of them, all but two, which is the guy that you see here, and I've got another little one. So that was real unfortunate, but unfortunately part of the hobby. One big change is this shallow reef. I've upgraded to a 75 gallon. I'm running the Kessil AP700 over it. Absolutely love the light. If you're thinking about getting an LED, I have a lot of Beamsworks. These are really cheap. You can't beat them for the amount of light they output, for the amount of light they put out, and for the price you're paying for them. Color rendering is not amazing. If you saw this tank in person, I could throw some fluorescence on there and it would look so much nicer to the eye. That being said, these grow plants and they're just so cheap, which is why I got those. But for a saltwater tank, go with good lighting. This Kessil is phenomenal. I had good lighting before. I had a Beamsworks back here. I've got a Current. I had two stunner strips on here. I put this Kessil on here and it's night and day difference. It doesn't really pick up in the actinics, but let me bump the color, and it's a really awesome light. I am dealing with some hair algae. I threw in a bunch of substrate that I got for free from the store, and it was just loaded with nitrates and phosphates. So I've taken care of that. My phosphates are at 0. I've got a sea hair in there. I've got some yellow tangs that are taking care of it. So that'll be done pretty soon. Newest addition, I added that guy today. This is a ornate leopard wrasse. But I'm getting more into saltwater. I'm really liking it. Let me dim that back down because that guy just did get added. I don't want to shock him too much with bright lights. Biggest change, I'm taking this down. I don't know if you can tell, but there is a film over the entire top of this. I don't know how, but it got totally annihilated with the fire. The smoke damage just wasn't enough. And the shrimp tank, I've been slowly, unfortunately, this is kind of a little bit heartbreaking for me, but I just don't have enough time to keep my shrimp rack up, and the high temperatures killed almost all but the babies, and then the fire after that wiped out pretty much everything I had left. So I've sold off a lot of my tanks. I'm keeping this 20 long. I've got a few of my kind of weird experimental shrimp in there. The rest of the 5 gallons I will keep. Those are going to be my project tanks. If I need to quarantine something, if I feel like going back into killifish, which has interested me, the African annuals that I used to breed. But for the most part, the shrimp rack that I had made, that was, a pretty nice shrimp rack, it's been taken apart and sold. So that's, I'd say, the biggest change in the fish room aside from this tank, and I hope to keep on making updates. I do post a lot of videos. I do a lot of reviews for the company I work for. For those that don't know, I manage a local fish store. It's one of the nicer ones in the Sacramento area in California. Aqualife Aquarium. Feel free to come visit. I'd love to chat with my video viewers. I like to talk to my customers too. We're a real friendly shop. It's in Rockland, California. That's the outskirts of Sacramento. If you're in the area, definitely come by and give me a shout. But that I'd give you guys a general update. I am going to do another update for my 12 long. I've been on YouTube for the first time in about 6 months, and I realized there were a lot of comments I hadn't answered, so hopefully I'll be getting a little bit more into this. And hopefully you found this interesting. I know it's a lot about my stuff, and who cares about my stuff when you can talk about fish, because fish is really the reason I have this channel. But hopefully we'll get more into that. I'd like to do a lot more product reviews. I do manage this store. We get a lot of product in. I do a lot of posts for our Facebook site. If you want to visit that, Facebook.com/Aqualife Aquarium. That is Aqualife Aquarium. AQUALIFE Aquarium. No spaces or underlines or anything like that. We do product reviews. I do a bunch of pictures and stuff. But hopefully I'm going to get back to just the me YouTube. Getting videos up, what I think, what's going on, more about the fish room and stuff like that.